Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to be talking about the plant life cycle and we're going to be talking about different types of plants. So let's get started. So the plant life cycle is, as it says, it's a cycle. It's going to be a circle. So the way it goes, you start off with gametes. You have gametes here, which are N, and they're going to do fusion. And when they do that, you're going to get your zygote, which is going to be 2N. And then this zygote is going to undergo mitosis. So mitosis here. And it's going to give you a sporophyte. Also 2N. Because we did mitosis here. So the ploidy number is going to stay the same. So once we have a sporophyte, we're going to undergo meiosis this time. And we're going to get a spore. Now the 2N is going to become N. Finally, from spores, we're going to do mitosis again. And you're going to get gametophytes. And then these gametophytes are going to finally make our gametes. So basically we start gamete, zygote, sporophyte, spores, and then finally gametophyte. And that gametophyte is going to make new gametes. And this cycle keeps going. So what's the takeaway from this? The takeaway from this is that some plants, they live most of their life in this form. And some plants live most of their life in this form. So the gametophyte, the plants that live most of their life in the gametophyte form are usually less complex, non-vascular. On the other hand, the sporophyte, which is considered more complex, plants that are more complex, such as angiosperms and gymnosperms, live most of their life here. And now I'm going to talk about the different types of plants that you need to know for your DAT. Okay, so now we've talked about the life cycle. Now we have the plant types. So we have our first plant type is going to be non-vascular plants. Non-vascular. And these are going to be bryophytes. And when we say non-vascular, that means they're very simple. They don't have any like advanced method of transporting food or nutrients or water, for that matter. So we have bryophytes, and these are going to be your hornworts, mosses, and liverworts. So characteristics of bryophytes, there's supposed to be an O here, bryophytes, is that they're very simple, so they're going to be in the gametophyte most of their life. They live in moist areas. All of their sperm is flagellated, so flagellated sperm. And something that's very unique to them is that they don't have roots. Instead, they have something called rhizoids, which resemble roots. They're kind of like roots, but they're not. Just they have rhizoids. They're the only ones that have this rhizoid structure. Alright, so now we have done the non-vascular type of plants. Now we can go on to the vascular type. So here, vascular. And this breaks into two parts. We have seedless. These are also known as lycophytes. That's the scientific name for them. Or this word, pterophytes. So these are going to be plants like the club moss, quillworts, horsetail, and fern. So these, they're very similar to the bryophytes. They're seedless. I'm sorry, that all the sperm is flagellated, and they live in moist areas. So flagellated sperm. And the main thing they're known for is that they're believed to have made the first forest. So believed to give rise to forests. Okay, so now we've done the seedless portion of vascular plants. Now we have the seeded plants, the ones that have seeds. Seeded plants. And this is where it gets a little bit interesting, because we also have two types of seeded plants, and they're going to be as follows. So let me use purple. So we have our first type is gymnosperms. And these are going to be your firs, your fir, your spruce, your aspen trees, redwood, pine, and conifers. Alright, so notice how now these plants are considered to be more complex. So in this phase, the sporophyte is going to be the dominant. Sporophyte dominates. And most of their sperm is not flagellated. Most sperm not flagellated. Okay, so now we have done the gymnosperms. Now we have the angiosperms. These are basically all the plants that have flowers. So since they're all the plants that have flowers, they are the most abundant on Earth. So most abundant. Okay, so similar to gymnosperms, the sporophyte dominates. And most of the sperm is not flagellated. Finally, one unique characteristic about them is that they can do double fertilization. So double fertilization. And angiosperms actually can be broken down to even two more groups. So we have two groups of angiosperms. So we have the monocots, and we have our dicots. So you'll notice here I wrote 3, and here I wrote 4 and 5. This is what's called the cotyledon number. So let me use a different color. Something easy to read. Cotyledons. And basically this is the number of leaves that appear on the seedling. The first leaves that appear on the seedling. So number of first leaves that appear on seedling. So here we have 3 that appear on the seedling, so it's whenever 3 appear, we have a monocot. Whenever 4 or 5 appear, we have a dicot. And you just need to know that the monocots, their veins are parallel. So here parallel veins, and then here the veins are narrow. Okay, and that's all. That's pretty much all you guys need to know about the types of plants and the life cycle of plants. Please let me know if you have any more questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them in the comments. And best of luck studying for your DAT. Have a great day. Bye.